Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new camera comparison between the iPhone 13 mini against the iPhone 12 mini. Right now we are shooting at 4K at 30 frames per second. Tell me in the comment section below which one do you think has a better dynamic range and which one has a better audio. We have switched now to the rear cameras, and the iPhone 13 mini has a big advantage against its predecessor because it has a sensor shift stabilization, while the 12 mini has only a regular OIS. They do also feature ultra-wide cameras, and you can see how much more you can capture in the frame. Starting with some pictures from their front cameras, and you can see right away that both are very sharp, but my face is brighter on the 13 mini. The dynamic range is excellent on both phones. The same story is in this case too. My face on the 13 mini is brighter, and even though the 12 mini does also produce an amazing picture, I like the 13 mini more. They have the same front camera, but the 13 mini does constantly produce brighter images, even though my face looks sharp and has great colors on both phones. On the other hand, in this case, in both pictures the sky is entirely blown out. Moving to a next scene, and here my face is almost identical in both phones. The dynamic range is slightly better on the 13 mini, even though it isn't really doing much better compared to the 12 mini. Overall, I am happy how my face turned to be on all of the pictures, and both of them have amazing selfie cameras. Switching to the rear cameras, and honestly not only in this case but in most of the cases the results are very similar. Here both are doing very great with natural colors and amazing dynamic range. Even the ultra-wide cameras are very similar here, with the only difference being the slightly better dynamic range on the 13 mini. In this next case they are very similar too. I did however notice that the pine tree on the 13 mini is just a little bit brighter. Besides that, they did both produce amazing pictures. The same results are with their ultra-wide cameras too, with the 13 mini being just slightly brighter. But the difference is so small even I barely noticed it, and I was looking at these pictures on a big monitor. In this next place, however, the trees on the 13 mini are clearly brighter and more visible compared to the 12 mini. The street, the building, the grass and the sky, however, are very similar. When it comes to the ultra-wide cameras, they are almost identical. The street, however, has a warmer tone on the 12 mini, compared to the cooler colors on the 13 mini. In these next pictures, the results are extremely similar, if not identical. On both phones, images are very sharp with great colors and amazing dynamic range. I kinda was expecting the results to be so similar, because I already had the 12 mini for a year now, and its cameras never failed to produce amazing pictures in good light. The 13 mini has the same main camera of the 12 Pro Max, and it produces amazing pictures too. When it comes to daylight, I have no complaints at all. The ultra-wide camera of the 13 mini is said to be improved compared to the 12 mini, but in daylight I didn't actually notice it. The difference, as you'll see later, is at low light. Moving to low light, and all of the upcoming pictures are taken with night mode. In this case I prefer the picture of the 13 mini, because my face is more color accurate and the lights on the background aren't as distracting. I do however have a complaint when taking night mode selfies. When using this feature, the screen becomes so bright it hurts my eyes sometimes, and the picture looks like it has been taken with the flash enabled. This is especially noticeable on the 13 mini, like in this case where it doesn't look as natural as the 12 mini. The same case is also here, and honestly speaking I'm not a fan of it. It kind of destroys the purpose of the night mode. Even though my face on both pictures is very bright and sharp. There is an option to disable night mode, but then the pictures are very underexposed. Switching to the rear cameras, and compared to the front cameras, I have no complaints here. In this particular case I am very impressed with both of them, especially with the 13 mini because it fixes the most annoying thing about the 12 mini, which is the reflection of the lights. When using the ultra-wide cameras, the 13 mini is slightly darker, but it is noticeably sharper. The 12 mini is also very good too, but I prefer the 13. In this next case, the 13 mini is just amazing. Everything in this picture is better than the 12 mini. It is sharper, the colors are better, and it isn't affected from the lights like the 12 mini. When using the ultra-wide cameras, the 13 mini is better even though the difference isn't as big now. The 12 mini has more noise and the light isn't handled as good as on the 13 mini. In this next case, the 13 mini is a lot better. It is very sharp and the sky colors are extremely well preserved. The 12 mini has more noise, and even though it did produce a good picture on its own, it just can't be compared with the 13 mini. When using the ultra-wide cameras, however, the quality on both pictures decreases, especially on the 12 mini. The 13 mini was able to preserve the green colors, while the 12 mini has a grayish tone. Both have a lot of noise here, and these pictures just show us that their ultra-wide cameras aren't as good as their main cameras. Overall, when it comes to low-light pictures taken with the night mode, the 13 mini is constantly better than its predecessor, even though the difference isn't as big in most of the shots. The ultra-wide camera on the other hand is improved a lot, but it still can't match the quality of the main camera. The 12 mini has however still amazing cameras. In daylight especially, the difference with the more expensive iPhones is just minimal. I would like to show you some more samples so you can judge for yourself without me interfering. So guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below which one was your winner. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.